Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to the Visionary Profits YouTube. Got another banger for y'all today. Today we're gonna be going over how to understand really what the daily candlestick is going to consist of, whether we have a bullish day or a bearish day. This is something that you're going to be using every single day, and you're honestly not going to have a choice, especially after watching this video, because this is one of those things to where once you see it, you can't unsee it. So hopefully this is definitely going to help everyone out. First thing first, you know what I'm saying? Spark the blunt up, spark the bowl up, gotta get it right. You feel me? You can't be watching this shit sober. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no sober viewers. I need everyone to be geeked up with me. Feel me? So go ahead and spark that thing up. Enjoy the video. And you know what I'm saying? Back test this once you get done with this. So off rip, this is a template that I just made for this video specifically. And if you want this template, please make sure to join the Discord. The Discord is linked inside the bio. I kind of just want to say what's up to everyone. You feel me? I got some templates in there for y'all. I got some videos in there, book recommendations, all type of fine shit in there. I kind of just want to start a little community type shit, you know what I'm saying, for everyone who's a YouTube viewer, kind of want to push them over there to the Discord just so we can chop it up. Y'all can put in a request and shit like that. But at the end of the day, I got some bangers in there, so check it out if you want to. But if not, you're not gonna be able to get this template unless some motherfucker is just leaked out somewhere else. But yeah, make sure to join the Discord so you can get this template specifically. And I will try to have a Zoom this weekend or actually next weekend so that this can have like a week worth of views and shit like that. So next weekend, I'm gonna try to have a Zoom with everyone who's been watching the YouTube. Y'all can come on there, ask questions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Go over anything I need extra clarification on. So yeah, make sure to join the Discord. But yeah, so right here I got this template. It's just gonna call it the Daily Candle. And this is, I feel like everyone, at least if you're really trading type shit like every single day, this is something that we've all come across and we all should understand at this point. I'm not trying to teach anything new right now. I'm kind of just giving a way of looking at market and way of viewing things that can help you along your own journey and develop your own edge. That's the main thing. As a trader, everyone's focused on this other shit, all this goddamn terminology and shit that does not really fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you as a trader, you're developing your own edge. At least you find someone who has an edge type shit and like you develop your own ways of thinking like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, I just teach my own edge and that's just that, like my rules and everything. And if it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you need to be as a trader yourself, is just be in the process of developing your own edge. So this right here is just something that you use on the daily. You know what I'm saying? This is what you should do when you start market off in general. So with that being said, one thing that's pretty saucy, like the way, like me, honestly, I don't believe in sessions. And I've explained this before. Time doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So how can sessions exist? Especially if sessions are based on time. You know what I mean? Like Asia sessions, for example, that's supposedly fucking whatever time frame it starts, it ends at 3 a.m., whatever the case is. But 3 a.m. doesn't exist. You know what I mean? So you can't like that whole thought process just didn't make sense to me as a trader, especially if I'm looking at life and views like that. You definitely need to take over life views to trading. That's something I can for sure say about that. So with that being said, I'm kind of just going to break this down as to what each session supposedly does. You know what I'm saying? So don't really get caught up in, no, this is what happens every single Asia session, or this is what happens every single London session, or whatever the fuck the case is, because sessions don't exist in general. Okay. So what I can say about that is if you go inside market and you back test, like you truly back test, like what the fuck is happening within the 24-hour period, there's only one thing that's certain every single day. Every single day, one thing is certain. And that certainty is a certain amount of candlesticks that get printed within that 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? So go back test that, and then you'll definitely understand why sessions don't exist. So yeah, so to start this off, we're gonna go into the market as well, but I'm just gonna go over this template real quick so this template does make sense to y'all. So to begin, we have Sydney session. And again, sessions don't exist, but let's just roll with they exist right now. So we had a Sydney session. So what Sydney initially is doing is just, at least in my eyes, again, all this is just based on how I trade and like what I think about shit. So if there's someone out there and you think that they're right, fucking go for it. It doesn't matter. I'm just pushing out how I view things and how this helps me understand market itself. So a Sydney session, I'm looking at Sydney like this begins the liquidity for the day. I mean, if that's the first so-called session, then that has to begin something. You feel me? So that begins the liquidity for the day. And then the Asia session comes right after Sydney. But I kind of use them like Sydney starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 7 p.m. So I start my Asia session at 5 p.m. Like I just start that shit with Sydney. I just watch all the liquidity that's built up on both sides basically throughout that certain period. So with Asia session, that creates the daily liquidity. And I say that as like, because again, market is just motion. And if y'all watch the liquidity video, you understand like just the grabbing and creating process. Like market is literally just fucking flowing all the time. So I'm saying, okay, cool. Sydney session begins that motion, right? And then Asia session kind of sets the targeted liquidity for the day, or sets the daily liquidity, because what Asia does is has bigger room of going back and forth type shit. So again, it creates more liquidity on both sides. So that allows London to begin a motion, and allows New York to begin a motion as well. So I feel like Asia kind of sets off London and New York. I mean, again, it's just a motion. This motion in general, right? We have Sydney session, Sydney session, Asia session, London, and then New York. Like that's just the flow of things. That's how market moves in general. So that's what I'm talking about. So Asia, I'm just looking at that as it creates a daily liquidity, as we'll have liquidity on both sides and we target one of them, yada yada. And then we move on to London session, and London session targets the Asia liquidity. Okay, and that's why everyone you'll see talk about, oh, well, London session cleared out Asia highs, so now we're running lows, or vice versa, it cleared out lows and now we're running highs. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where that comes about. But again, Asia is just creating that liquidity for the day in general, and London is just following along with that, and then New York is continuing that. But like I said earlier, sessions don't exist. So it's not like London session is what's clearing out this liquidity, or the fact that London is clearing out this liquidity. It doesn't matter. This candlestick right here had to be made at this specific time every single day. You know what I'm saying? So like there's 15 candles in the day, for example. This 10th candle has to do this specific move. This 10th candle has to target what the previous 9 candles did liquidity wise. You know what I'm saying? So that's why sessions don't exist, because it doesn't matter what London session is doing. It's a matter of what that 10th candle is doing within that 24-hour period. You know what I'm saying? So go back test that and it'll make a lot more sense. And then we lead to New York session. The New York session is basically going to be your profit target for the day, or your profit fucking, like that's just like, okay, for example, this right here is our Sydney session, our Asia session, and then we lead into London session, for example, and then London session ends right here, for example. So I'm saying New York is normally where the rest of that candlestick body is being made. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just, I just use that as the profit for the day. New York lets me know that I'm bullish for the day or whatever, and that's allowing me to create this bullish candlestick body. You know what I mean? Because this London low right here would have created a wick, and then New York ends type shit. So that would create this wick right here. You know what I'm saying? So New York is initially that body of the candlestick. So that's what I mean by that. So again, we have Sydney session, Asia, London, and New York, and they all have specific things when it comes to targeting liquidity. But again, don't get caught up in this is what London does every single day. Doesn't matter. This is what this 10th candlestick does every day. You know what I mean? So we're going to go into live market right now just to get a view of this. But I want to break down this template just so you can understand. So with this box right here, I'm initiating this as the Asia session. Okay, this is an Asia box. This is an Asia box. And then we're gonna go over why it's an Asia box, because that's how the daily candlestick opens. Daily candlestick opens. If it's a bullish day, you're most likely gonna clear liquidity to the downside. You know what I'm saying? Create that daily wick. And that's where niggas want to get their entry at right here from London session and shit like that. And then New York allows you to have profit for the day, right? So that initially creates a bullish candlestick, right? We have wick down here and we have wick up here. Same thing for a bearish example. We have our Asia session, market opens up over here, clears out the highs for London session, and then okay, New York continues that down for the rest of the day. So this right here will create our bearish daily candlestick, leaving this right here be our London wick and our New York low wick. You know what I'm saying? That's what initially creates the high of the day and the low of the day, is this process right here. And again, it's just this motion of what market has to do. Market has to flow within this motion 24 motherfucking 7. Okay, so that should help you in understanding what a daily candlestick looks like. Very simple, because it's just following the motion of market itself. Okay, so that's the main thing about that. So we're gonna go to live market right now, and again, this template is gonna be inside the Discord. Inside the Discord is a tab that says templates to save. Go in that motherfucking save and you should be straight. So this right here is live market. Well, it's not live market, but it's live market. You feel me? So what we're gonna do right here, the nigga that put me on to this, because I didn't understand what the session like this over here. So let's go ahead and add this. Go to the settings, add your session breaks right here, and it's gonna put these lines up here. I didn't know how to use this at first. Like, I didn't know the meaning of anything like that. So shout out to Forexia, their YouTube channel. That nigga Dylan put me onto this. That was like the first time I ever seen some shit like that. So he definitely snapped on that. So the main thing that he pointed out that I fuck with is when you have this right here basically just shows you a 24-hour period. Again, a daily candlestick. will be playing out within this whole thing. So I'm on a 15-minute time frame right now. So what he was pointing out was every single break right here, you see that there's consolidation. You know what I'm saying? So that allowed me to get into things like, okay, like this is our Asia session consolidation, yada yada, because this is just how the market moves or whatever. So that was something that I got in tune with and I really fucked with. So I just had to shout him out because that's where I originally or seen it for the first time was Forexia. So yeah, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add 2 indicators on here. We're gonna add this one indicator, it's called open daily line, and it's by repo 32. So you're gonna add that, and it's gonna pop up like this. And we're gonna go ahead and change this. We're gonna double click that shit. We don't want to do that. You're gonna double click this. All right, fuck it, it's not gonna let me do it. So we're gonna go to the settings, style. We're gonna change this to black, or at least for me, I'm gonna change mine to black. And I'm gonna take it off this fucking off these dots, and I'm gonna put them on crosses. And it's because you can't do a line, so we need to change the thickness all the way down to the smallest one, and it mimics a line, at least in my eyes. So you see how it's a lot simpler, straight to the point, our line. So that right there is signifying a daily opening line, okay? And if we look back at the template again, a daily candlestick bearish example for a bullish example will do something like this, okay? And the Asia session, like I said, or Sydney session, it begins the liquidity for the day. So Sydney begins at 5 p.m. So that's that daily candle opening right there, right? So we're bullish. We want to catch the low, which will be the wick, and then continue the day being bullish like this, right? So the opening is within the body of the candlestick. You know what I mean? So that's why this indicator is pretty cool. Just thought you could have it on there. You don't have to have it on there, but it's just something for at least for this video, whatever. Like this daily opening is right here. So if we're bullish, we want to buy anywhere below, right? We're going to look for buys under here as that's going to be our actual wick. If we're bullish over here, we want to buy down here or below that candlestick in general because we want to get into that wick. Same thing if we're bearish. The opening is right here. So we want to sell above that opening so that we can have a bearish candlestick. You know what I'm saying? A bearish body in general. So that's what that means. If you want to use that indicator, it's pretty cool. You don't have to have it on there, but it's just a little something extra on there if you wanted to. And that's how you would use it. Again, you just want to buy below it if you're bullish and sell above it if you're bearish. I feel like that's something that everyone should know. But once you just truly get in tune with how a candlestick is made, it makes a lot more sense rather than just hearing it. You know what I'm saying? You truly understand why you have to buy below and sell above type shit. The next indicator you want to add is a session indicator, Asia session, high, low, midlines, that shit right there. I already have a star. So we go to the settings of this. We're going to change this to, I believe, 1700. Again, that's 5 p.m. And then we're going to change this to 3:15. Don't do 3 a.m. Do 3:15 because that's just the way. Like, see, we chose 3:15, yet at the bottom it says 3 a.m. where the indicator actually ends. So make sure to do that. I changed mine to black, change that to black. Our midline, I'm not gonna go over that in this video, so I'm just gonna change it to white so that we won't be in the way. So now we have these 2 indicators on here and we have our session breaks. Again, the 15-minute is beautiful for this because you can truly understand what the full day is consistent of. So now that we have this Asia session, for example, this is by Asia high, and this one right here will be our Asia low. Like I said in the template, Sydney begins this, and then Asia starts, and then London session starts. So London session begins right where this ends. So this is 3 a.m. to goddamn 8 a.m., which will be somewhere over here, like somewhere within this box right here type shit. So this will all be London session. Now you see London session targeted Asia highs, okay? So, and if we're bearish, like the thing is when you know you're having a bearish day, for example, and you're watching the Asia session play out, you're initially going in with the mindset that you need to clear out Asia highs so that you can create the daily high wick of the wick, right? And then you want New York to be your profit taking session, and you want that again because that's the motion of market. So we have Asia session, we clear Asia highs, London session clears those highs, and then New York allows us to have profit for the whole day. That's exactly the template that I went over. Okay, so Asia session cleared out, Asia lows was what was targeted during New York session. If we come back over here for a bullish day, we cleared these lows out. New York allowed us to have profit for the day and cleared out the Asia highs. And if the highs are left behind, like this low over here, for example, this Asia low did not get cleared out. All right, we cleared the high out, but did not run any lows over here. That's gonna be future target. Okay, so don't go in there every single fucking session thinking, oh, I cleared out high, so now I'm gonna run lows. Makes no sense at all. Okay, but you can use that for future movement, and we'll have another video over this later on. As you see, that was a future target. So, well, like I said, we had another video on that one, but that's a whole nother thing right there. But yeah, the whole motion of this is just to truly understand what the bullish candlestick looks like on the daily time frame. I mean, on the daily time frame, on the 15-minute right now. So, like I said, Asia highs, Asia lows, Asia highs, Asia lows, Asia highs, Asia lows. You can see the motion that London will clear those lows out. New York will give you that bag. London can clear highs out. New York will give you back. It's kind of a consolidating day or whatever. Doesn't really matter, but still the same thing. If we were bullish, we bought below here. And again, the midline gives you reactions too, but we'll have another video for that. There's a lot of things you just tie in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give too much. I wanted this video to specifically just be able to, as a trader, you go inside the market and you need to know if you're in a bullish or bearish day. And if you do know you're in a bearish day, you want to know what that bearish day consists of. So that bearish day is going to consist of running Asia highs and then allowing New York to give you that bag for the whole day so that you can have a bearish day like this. And again, this is literally tracing market right here. Let's trace market. Pushed up, pushed down, closed, and then opened up over here. If we drag this to the side, this is why the market looks like this, because what the bearish day consists of. Bearish day consists of running these highs, targeting lows, and then closing up over here. So this allowed for this to be the daily high, this to be the daily low, wick wise, right? So what does New York do? New York allows you to create that body of a candlestick. All right. So that's overall what the template goes over. That's what it means. Again, I'm gonna have a Zoom this weekend. We can go over this a lot more in detail, and I'll definitely remake this video however many times it needs to be remade, to just go over the same as that process. But easiest thing you can do, add your sessions on here, your session breaks, go to the 15-minute time frame, get in tune with what a full day consists of. Okay, as you see, Asia session has to print out a certain amount of candlesticks every single day. Okay. London session can only print out a certain amount of candlesticks every single day. All right. So go back test that. I ain't going to give it all out too just yet, but go back test that so you can understand what I mean. Sessions do not exist. So once you understand that sessions don't exist, you understand what each supposed session does liquidity wise, as in setting that cycle up, you're good to go. All you got to do is stay in tune with it. And again, this market is always just going to be grabbing and creating. Go watch that video, grabbing and creating how I understand liquidity. You'll see ease, like it'll all tie in together. Every video I make, trust and believe, it all ties into each other. But you have to watch them. Go watch some shits. They all in order damn near from the way market is set up. So yeah, go watch that fucking video. Join the Discord. I'm gonna link that shit in the motherfucking bio. If you do want this template, it's gonna be in there. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, any of that extra shit, join the Discord. Let me know what's up. Be like, yo, this video don't make sense. Okay, cool. Let's hop on the Zoom and go over it again. Or yo, this video does make sense. Great video. Good shit. On to the next one. You feel me? So I'm gonna go ahead and send this template out. Go ahead and put this video up. Like I said, any questions or whatever, definitely can hit me up on Instagram, or you can just hit me up inside the Discord, inside the little traders chat, whatever. But it should be something easy to back test. It's Saturday right now. Go smoke some gas, you know what I'm saying? Watch this video again. But at the end of the day, all I wanted with this video for you to go get geeked up, go understand that market has a one cycle and one cycle only. It's either going to be a bearish day or a bullish day. There's no in between. You feel me? So go watch this, understand that even more. And again, any questions or whatever, hit me up. I got you. Go ahead and end this video.